Tonight on News 5 Live, Belizean fugitives Michael Whitaker and Aaron Tun were killed in Chetumal, along with 3 Mexicans in what appears to be cartel-related murders. Another drug plane landed in southern Belize, where police found burnt remains, but no cargo. Shine Barrow is appealing the Elections and Boundaries Commission's decision on the use of red on Election Day. Jeremy Enriquez is also appealing the High Court's dismissal of his redistricting claim. And the mighty Lord Rhaburn is celebrating his 89th birthday. These stories and more are coming up shortly.
Fantastic discounts from now through to September 30th. Venice is having store-wide discounts on tools, paints, appliances, plumbing and electrical products, lights and fans, household items, and much, much more. Visit a Venice store near you to enjoy fantastic discounts from now through to September 30th. Only at Venice. Quality and savings.
My name is Christian Palma. I'm the owner of CRK Services, and I've been operating this business for 7 years in Big Falls, Toledo District. I use the Belize Bank online services because it's quite fast, reliable, and easy. Before I started to use the Belize Bank online services, I had to make a lot of trips into town, which cost me a lot, especially fuel. So the fact that I have to use my credit card every day, I can do an online instant payment and make my life easy. My customers can do payments towards me and it reaches in instant. It's fast, it's convenient for my business. I don't have to be up and down. I can do it anywhere I want. I would recommend you using the Belize Bank online services because for you, it will save you a lot of time.
Albert, meet the woman who has always been here for you. A leader, a fighter, a daughter of this community, Tracy Panton. Tracy Panton isn't just another politician. She's one of us. Raised in Albert, she knows the struggles, the dreams, and the strength of the people she serves. Tracy knows what it's like to work hard, to fight for opportunity, and to want better for your family. That's why she's running, because your struggles are her struggles. She's a fighter for Albert, creating jobs, supporting education, and making sure the people of this community have real opportunities. Voters of Albert, your vote is your voice, and Tracy Panton is listening. This election isn't just about today, it's about your future. Let's build it together. Tracy Panton, a leader who listens, a leader who cares, a leader for you. On March 12th, let's vote Tracy for Albert again.
Happy Women's Month to everyone. Annually, Belize honors and celebrates the women in our country during the month of March. This year, as we celebrate Women's Month, we also commemorate the 30th anniversary of the adoption of the Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action. This widely accepted international document continues to be one of the most progressive roadmaps for gender equality. The anniversary is an ideal opportunity to take stock of the progress achieved and the challenges now faced. It is important today more than ever that we all unite to create a safe and equitable world. Belize's theme for Women's Month is Accelerate Action, Rights, Equality, and Empowerment for all women and girls. This year's theme calls for action that can unlock equal rights, empower women, and build new opportunities for women and girls. Central to this vision is empowering the next generation, our youth, particularly young women and adolescent girls, as catalysts for lasting change. As individuals, we can all take steps in our daily lives to positively impact women's advancement. We can call out stereotypes, challenge discrimination, question bias, and celebrate women's successes, and so much more. Additionally, sharing our knowledge and encouragement with others is key. True gender equality means that women have the same opportunities as men in every aspect of life, from education and employment to healthcare and political representation. It means that women are free to make their own choices and pursue our dreams, our own dreams, without being held back by societal expectations or discrimination of any kind. Achieving gender equality is not only an important human rights issue, but also an important national and global imperative as we move towards sustainable development that is supportive of women and girls. So, together, let's accelerate action and speed up the rate of progress worldwide. I want to wish everyone, especially our beautiful Belizean women and girls, a happy Women's Month.
This newscast is brought to you by the Belize Bank Limited. Our country, your bank.
Good evening and welcome to News 5 Live for Monday, March 3rd. I am Sabrina Daly. The bodies of two Belizean men wanted for a police investigation were found alongside three Mexicans in Quintana Roo early Saturday morning. Michael Whitaker, 27, and Aaron Tun, 18, from Corozal District, were shot and left near a building by the Rio Hondo River in Sachan, Quintana Roo. Their bodies were discovered with three Mexicans who were also shot. Police reported signs of torture and suspect the killings were carried out by cartels in Chetumal. A relative of Whitaker told News 5 that he had tried to escape his dangerous lifestyle, but it eventually caught up with him. News 5's Marian Ali reports.
He visited his family and then he gone, because honestly he didn't give away the location where he was staying. He just used to come in sometimes.
A relative of Michael Whitaker told News 5 today that he used to visit sometimes and then leave, but they didn't know where he stayed. His body was found in Chetumal along with another Belizean, Aaron Tun, and three Mexicans on Saturday. Police in Chetumal made the grim discovery next to a building by the Rio Hondo River. Alongside the bodies were messages written in Spanish containing chilling threats aimed at specific individuals. One message warned against extortion and theft, stating, quote, "This is for all those who are charging protection fees and those who do not allow businesses like cigarette vendors. Stop stealing. Sincerely, you know who," unquote. Commissioner of Police Chester Williams informed reporters that these murders appear to be the work of Mexican drug cartels. Belizean and Mexican authorities are now collaborating to solve this latest cross-border crime.
The Mexican police in Chetumal came across 5 bodies, and among those bodies were 2 Belizeans from the Corozal district. Again, we continue to collaborate with our Mexican counterparts to see what information can be obtained, but certainly we do believe that, again, based on information, that the incident involving those individuals is drug-related and may have been carried out by the cartels in the Chetumal area.
Williams suggested that the Belizeans might have gone to Chetumal for their criminal activities due to the strong police presence and effective operations in northern Belize.
Just to solidify the fact that our northern operations is really holding, because of the constant pressure coming through the northern operations, those individuals who are Belizeans had fled Belize and went to live in Chetumal with a view to avoid the operations. And again, it goes back to what I said before. You sleep with dog, you catch a flea. They went to Chetumal, they are engaged with the cartels. What our northern operations is doing is serve as a bulwark to prevent the cartels from coming into our country and operate. And I believe that we're doing very good at that.
But why were the Belizeans killed? According to one of the messages found on a piece of cardboard, they were involved in collecting protection fees and stealing.
From what we have gathered so far is that these people seemingly are operating for the cartels in Mexico, and they are collecting fees, and the fees being collected is being stolen by them. So they're not reporting to their bosses on their collections, and because of that, that is the reason why they were killed.
Whitaker's relative, who went to collect his remains in Chetumal today, told News 5 that he had tried to exit that risky life, but that it eventually caught up with him.
He made a choice to choose probably that life. He did want to leave, but things happened and he couldn't leave. He wanted to leave that life behind and be a better citizen, but it was too late to change it. It's once you're in that life, it's either you're going deeper or you end up dead as well.
Meanwhile, a third Belizean, Joshua Hall, is also wanted by the police for another investigation. It's believed that Hall was with Whitaker and Tun in Chetumal but managed to escape and return to Belize.
There's another person of interest that we're looking for, one Joshua Hall. He, from what we understand, was along with that group, but he was able to escape. And from what we are getting is that he's back in Belize and we are looking for him. We do have a bench warrant for his arrest. So once he's found, then he'll be taken into custody.
The commissioner is convinced that the murder of Rahim Usher just days before was not related to this latest one.
We are certain to some extent that Rahim Usher was killed by locals. And again, I can say to you that we have good information in terms of who those locals are. 2 of them we believe are dead. Okay.
So it is kind of connected in a way. If you believe that these 2 men were killed, Rahim.
Doesn't mean that they're connected, no.
Okay.
Possibilities, yes, but doesn't give a definitive answer.
Whitaker's family said he never mentioned going across the border. Tun's family chose not to comment. Reporting for News 5, I'm Marian Ali.
In another case, the post-mortem of 29-year-old Rahim Usher revealed he was shot 4 times in the head and starved for nearly a month before his body was found near a bridge in San Antonio Village, Orange Walk. His hands and feet were bound, and despite a written message found with him, police believe his killers are from Belize. Police have confirmed that a suspected drug plane recently landed in southern Belize. Commissioner of Police Chester Williams shared that on Sunday, authorities were alerted about a suspicious aircraft leaving South America and heading towards Belize. The Joint Intelligence and Operations Center kept a close watch on the plane's movements. Earlier today, Williams provided more details about the discovery of the illegal aircraft.
Last night, sometime after 11 p.m., an illicit truck was declared leaving South America coming our way. As we normally would do in these instances, we would coordinate through JAYAC in ensuring that we deploy personnel in different areas that we suspect the plane may likely go and land. We monitor the truck until it enters our airspace. Sometime after 1:02 this morning, and it disappeared about 2 miles away from the Belize Guatemalan border in the south. Our counterparts have indicated to us that the plane landed in Belizean territory near the border with Guatemala in some extremely rugged terrain. And so the BDF did a flyover with the aircraft, and we also send in a jet team comprising of police and BDF to the location. And a few minutes ago, they were able to locate the plane in Belizean territory, just as was indicated to us near the Guatemalan border. So it's a jet, and it has been destroyed by fire.
Okay, so no cargo whatsoever?
No cargo was found on the plane, no.
What about a makeshift airstrip, anything like that?
Yes, an airstrip is there that the plane landed on. From all indications from the team on the ground is that the plane landed well, was not damaged during landing, but after landing it was pulled on the side and burnt.
Roughly what time would you say it landed?
It landed this morning sometime between 3 and 4.
On Sunday, Kieran Gonzalez from Benque Viejo took to social media to vent his anger at the Belize Police Department for shooting his dog. Gonzalez claims that while he was away, police entered his home, killed his beloved pit bull, Psycho, and took the body without his permission. Later, they came back and arrested him. His post went viral, reminding many of an earlier incident this year when an officer was punished for shooting the Governor General's dog, sparking a debate about police handling of animals. However, Commissioner of Police Chester Williams says Gonzalez's story is missing some details. According to Williams, police were called to the scene after a domestic complaint against Gonzalez, who then fled. During the search, Psycho escaped from a sealed veranda and charged at the officers, who shot the dog out of fear for their safety. Here are more details on the incident.
The veranda was sealed off, but the dog was able to get away from the veranda and attack the police. And the police had no other choice but to shoot the dog. Having shot the dog, the young lady, who is the common law of the young man, requested of the police to assist her in getting the dog from the house to take the dog to a vet, because the dog was still alive. The dog was not dead at that particular time. And so the police, again, out of generosity, assisted her in moving the dog from there to another house where she resides. Then she would have taken the dog to the vet. But it so turned out that the dog ended up dying sometime around 8 a.m. yesterday morning. The young man in question, apparently he arrived at home after having escaped or fleeing the police. And he found out what happened. At the same time, the corporal who was in charge of the Benque station at that particular time visited the house to have see if he was there, and two, to explain to them what had transpired. But when the corporal got there, he was met with a great degree of hostility from the young man and his brother, who, as you can see in the video, stood at the gate with machetes, shouting and insulting the police in the most derogative manner. And as the corporal was saying to them, it was not me who shot the dog, and the corporal was right. He was not on that operation when the dog was shot. He just went back there to have seen what transpired and to likewise see if the young man was there, because he was wanted by the police. They'll be charged with insulting the police and aggravated assault.
And had there been other domestic reports from that home before?
Well, I believe so, and if a matter of fact, there is also a complaint from the common law wife that the young man also stole her phone during the same domestic issue. So we're also looking at a charge of theft for him in respect of that matter. And again, I need to say, Courtney, as Belizeans, we need to decide what we want, right? When we had the incident with the Governor General dog, even though the video footage depicts that the officer in question went after a dog that was not aggressing him and killed that dog, people were like, oh, it's just a dog, it's just a dog. And like, no, here you have a situation where it's totally different, where the dog aggressed the officers and the officers did what need to have been done to protect themselves. The public want to vilify the police officers. We have to decide what we want. It's still a dog likewise.
Coming up, City Councilor Evan Thompson to be charged for public fighting.
My name is Christian Palmer. I'm the owner of CRK Services, and I've been operating this business for 7 years in Big Falls, Toledo District. I use the Belize Bank online services because it's quite fast, reliable, and easy. Before I started to use the Belize Bank online services, I had to make a lot of trips into town, which cost me a lot, especially fuel. So the fact that I have to use my credit card every day, I can do an online instant payment and make my life easy. My customers can do payments towards me and it reaches in instant. As fast, it's convenient for my business. I don't have to be up and down. I can do it anywhere I want. I would recommend you using the Belize Bank online services because for you, it will save you a lot of time.
Albert, meet the woman who has always been here for you. A leader, a fighter, a daughter of this community, Tracy Panton. Tracy Panton isn't just another politician. She's one of us. Raised in Albert, she knows the struggles, the dreams, and the strength of the people she serves. Tracy knows what it's like to work hard, to fight for opportunity, and to want better for your family. That's why she's running, because your struggles are her struggles. She's a fighter for Albert, creating jobs, supporting education, and making sure the people of this community have real opportunities. Voters of Albert, your vote is your voice, and Tracy Panton is listening. This election isn't just about today, it's about your future. Let's build it together. Tracy Panton, a leader who listens, a leader who cares, a leader for you. On March 12th, let's vote Tracy for Albert again.
Happy Women's Month to everyone. Annually, Belize honors and celebrates the women in our country during the month of March. This year, as we celebrate Women's Month, we also commemorate the 30th anniversary of the adoption of the Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action. This widely accepted international document continues to be one of the most progressive roadmaps for gender equality. The anniversary is an ideal opportunity to take stock of the progress achieved and the challenges now faced. It is important today more than ever that we all unite to create a safe and equitable world. Belize's theme for Women's Month is Accelerate Action, Rights, Equality, and Empowerment for all women and girls. This year's theme calls for action that can unlock equal rights, empower women, and build new opportunities for women and girls. Central to this vision is empowering the next generation, our youth, particularly young women and adolescent girls, as catalysts for lasting change. As individuals, we can all take steps in our daily lives to positively impact women's advancement. We can call out stereotypes, challenge discrimination, question bias, and celebrate women's successes, and so much more. Additionally, sharing our knowledge and encouragement with others is key. True gender equality means that women have the same opportunities as men in every aspect of life, from education and employment to healthcare and political representation. It means that women are free to make their own choices and pursue our dreams, our own dreams, without being held back by societal expectations or discrimination of any kind. Achieving gender equality is not only an important human rights issue, but also an important national and global imperative as we move towards sustainable development. that is supportive of women and girls. So, together, let's accelerate action and speed up the rate of progress worldwide. I want to wish everyone, especially our beautiful Belizean women and girls, a happy Women's Month.
This is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connection. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
On Friday night, a video of a fight outside Shisha's nightclub started making the rounds on social media. In the video, City Councilor Evan Thompson is seen as one of the men involved in the brawl. After the incident, Thompson released a statement saying he wasn't the aggressor and acted in self-defense. He apologized, saying, quote, "I sincerely apologize if this incident has been perceived negatively. It is in no way a reflection of the Belize City Council or the People's United Party, both of which I proudly serve with integrity and commitment," end quote. Thompson also mentioned that he wasn't arrested or taken into custody and won't be pressing charges. However, Commissioner of Police Chester Williams clarified today that both men will face charges to ensure public safety. Here's more on that.
I already sent that matter to Mr. Romero, and he's here with instructions that those persons involved must be picked up and charged.
They will be charged for disorderly conduct?
Yes, as we normally do.
Does it concern you? I mean, this is such a problematic area, you know, lots of fights happening out here, and I know police, they're always in that area, but does it concern you that it seems like it's a problem that can't be solved?
I won't say it can't be solved. We just need to do what needs to be done. I think that once we constantly arrest those involved, it sends a message to other persons that if you do the same, you'll end up in the same situation. So important is for us to make sure we deal with those persons who get involved in these fights.
Today we caught up with Mayor Bernard Wagner, who told us that he believes Thompson's account and sides with him on this one. He, however, shared that he implores his councillors time and time again to stay away from nightclubs and invest that energy in their communities.
It's about ensuring that due process is maintained. We have to hear the side of the councillor, but by all accounts, from what I've heard so far, is that it was provoked. He was provoked, and listen, man, when you have to defend yourself at all times, and I would consider that maybe politics and clubbing mix just like oil and water, and so on that side maybe he have had a poor judgment in going into these clubs. I've always maintained to our councillors, stay away from clubs. It does not mix. Only problems could happen there, and you see in that situation clearly he was provoked, and I'm behind him. I support him. I draw a line when they are in the wrong, but when I believe they are in the right, then I support them fully. There are many other activities that you could engage in, positive activities. Being in a club 1-2 the night now serve no purpose, but being on the basketball court and on the football field 8, 9, 10 in the morning in the sun shows me the difference, and so I want to always really encourage them to participate in sporting activities, get in the communities, serve the communities rather than serve the clubs.
Last week, reports surfaced about a journalist being assaulted by police at an incident scene. Louis L.J. Wade, a Plus TV reporter, claims he arrived at Guanacaste Park in Belmopan, where Henry Osorio and Alexander Munoz had drowned shortly after the police. Wade says he waited at the park entrance until the police left and filmed from a distance. After the bodies were removed, Wade alleges that police approached him, pinned him against the gate, and seized his phone. They demanded he delete the videos or face charges for obstruction of justice, but he refused. Wade claims this confrontation lasted several minutes, during which his phone was taken multiple times, he was denied a phone call, and the officers refused to give their names and badge numbers. We spoke with Wade today for more details.
I wasn't necessarily scared, I was just like shocked at what had happened, because I feel like the situation could have been avoided if at the start they would have told me to, you know, just leave this area because we're about to do something to the body. Then I would have left, but it's as they're taking the body, then they immediately come for me with no talking, like pin me up against the gate I was at. It was weird.
And so you're going to make a report?
I wasn't going to make a report at first because, you know, I didn't get injured. People weren't there, so I wasn't too embarrassed. They didn't break my phone, but after talking it over, yeah, I'll file the report. Yeah, file the report.
And you said that, you know, they didn't have the caution tape or stuff like that. Do you think that this is probably a reason why lack of proper equipment, that they didn't want you to record anything?
Yeah, 100%, because I forgot to mention, but like when they were taking me to the vehicle, he was telling me the only reason I'm there is to show the police department in a bad light, because they weren't transporting the body with like the proper stretcher or anything like that. Like they were literally holding the guy by his leg, his hand, and upon rewatching the video, one of them is actually holding the guy by his hair, like taking the dead body. But I didn't even notice that in the moment. Like I'm just capturing the scene of the dead body being transported, but they were telling me, you know, you just want we look bad because you see we don't have the equipment and stuff like that. So I think that played a role in it, yeah.
After the break, Child Stimulation Month 2025 kicks off with annual parade. But first, here's the latest weather update from the Belize Met Service.
On Wednesday, 12th March 2025, voters in 29 of the 31 electoral divisions in the country will have an opportunity to elect a representative of their choice to represent them in the House of Representatives. Note that there will be no contested elections for the Pickstock and Fort George electoral divisions, as only one candidate for each of these two divisions were nominated on nomination day. On your ballot, your voice matters. Be heard and go vote to elect your representative. Disabled, elderly, and pregnant women will be given priority. The voter enters the polling station and shows her voter identification card. The poll clerk announces her name in an audible voice. The first poll clerk verifies the particulars of the voter on the voter's list, while the second poll clerk verifies the particulars in the electoral binder. The voter's name is then ruled off from the voter's list. The voter is then required to show her right index finger to ensure that she has not yet voted. The voter's right index finger is then dipped up to the first joint in the indelible ink. The voter is then directed to the presiding officer, who then initials a ballot paper and issues it to the voter. The voter then proceeds to the polling booth and marks a cross on the right-hand side of the ballot paper, opposite the name of the candidate of her choice. When the voter has marked her vote, she folds the ballot paper so as to conceal the vote and shows the presiding officer her initials, then places the ballot paper inside the ballot box. The voter then exits the polling station. Remember, you are permitted to vote for only one candidate. Voters are strictly advised to pay keen attention to the assigned number and name of the candidate. After verifying the number and name on the ballot paper, place a cross in the box beside the color assigned to the candidate whom you wish to vote for. Remember, you are to place your cross in only one box, as you are permitted to vote for only one candidate. Electors are encouraged to take along their voter identification card to their polling station to facilitate the process. Your ballot paper will be rejected and not counted if it does not have the presiding officer's initial. If the voter has voted for more candidates than there are seats. If the ballot paper is not marked for any candidate. If the ballot paper contains any writing or mark that can identify the voter. And if the ballot paper is unmarked or void for uncertainty. Your voice matters. Be heard. Go vote. A message brought to you by the Elections and Boundaries Department.
Una resolución justa, definitiva y pacífica del reclamo de Guatemala sobre el territorio beliceño es la máxima prioridad de nuestra política exterior. El Ministerio ha completado la presentación de los alegatos escritos de Belice en el caso del reclamo de Guatemala ante la Corte Internacional de Justicia y ha solicitado a la Corte la resolución del reclamo de Honduras sobre el área de Zapodilla-Cayes. Pronto estará a la vista el día en que todos los reclamos sobre el territorio de Belice se resolverán de manera definitiva y pacífica. El Ministerio trabaja continuamente para reducir las tensiones, asegurar todas nuestras fronteras terrestres y marítimas y disuadir cualquier incursión de las Fuerzas Armadas de Guatemala. En el espíritu de cooperación de buena vecindad, hemos implementado acuerdos de cooperación a través de la Comisión Conjunta Belice-Guatemala, iniciado conversaciones sobre la ampliación del acuerdo comercial bilateral, realizado una misión comercial de empresarios beliceños, se intensificaron los compromisos de alto nivel, la relación bilateral con Guatemala se ha revitalizado y está en vías de consolidar la cooperación, el comercio y la inversión entre los dos países.
Belize. The countdown to Decision 2025 is on, and the voices that matter are speaking up. What are the biggest issues? Who are the key players? And what does it all mean for you? Join April Martinez, Demi Williams, and Harold Young as they break down the issues, the candidates, and the real impact of this election. Tune in to Power and the People, where your voice matters. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. only on Channel 5.
The High Court is now looking into the Elections and Boundaries Commission's decision to allow both factions of the United Democratic Party to use red on Election Day. Shine Barrow argues that some people claiming to be UDP members are not authorized by the party's executive to be candidates or represent the party. He believes they are trying to exploit the goodwill and reputation of the organization he leads. The UDP's executive members and authorized candidates are seriously concerned and frustrated about the potential for splitting the vote if unauthorized individuals, including those from the Alliance for Democracy Party, use the traditional UDP red, colors associated with the party. Jeremy Enriquez may have lost his case against the government at the High Court, but he's not giving up on stopping the March 12th general election. He has filed an appeal, and today the Court of Appeal held a virtual case management hearing to set dates for filing affidavits and responses. The court will then schedule a hearing date. With March 12th fast approaching, it's uncertain whether the court will have enough time to hear the appeal and make a ruling. We'll have to wait and see what happens this week and next Tuesday. Today's hearing lasted 50 minutes and was presided over by Justices Minette Hafiz Bertram, Michelle Arana, and Peter Foster. Senior Counsel Eamon Courtney represented the Attorney General, while Senior Counsel Godfrey Smith represented the Elections and Boundaries Commission. Senior Counsel Anand Ramlogan and Co-Senior Counsel Hubert Elrington appeared for Jeremy Enriquez. We'll keep following this story. March 1st officially kicked off Child Stimulation Month in Belize. This year's theme is Small Steps, Big Skills, Unlocking Early Potential, focusing on promoting early childhood education. To start the month with a bang, preschool children across the country took part in a lively Career Day parade. News 5's Paul Lopez was in the streets of Belize City to cover the event. Here's his report.
March is celebrated as Child Stimulation Month in Belize, and to kick off the festivities, preschool children across the country joined in a vibrant parade. In Belize City, the turnout was fantastic, with kids dressed up as healthcare workers, police officers, lawyers, military pilots, and more. Leading the parade were members of the Belize City Council, including Mayor Bernard Wagner, marching right behind the Belize Defense Force marching band.
It's about reimagining oneself and how we grew up in the 60s and 70s is different from how the kids are growing up in the 21st century. Technology and innovation is driving everything. You see AI, the leaps and bounds AI have introduced even in the teaching environment. And so our kids of today are much more skilled, have more technological savviness about them. They want to learn, and being a government and being a city council, we try to engage them as much as we possibly can.
We also spoke with several parents who joined in today's activities with their children. Brittany Nunes shared her thoughts on why this day is so important.
Children Awareness Month is very important so the kids can know. Like you can see there's police, BDF, doctors, so they can know that they are our future to become our future police, doctors, officers, so they can protect us on the longer stretch. I will fight for anything what he want be. If he want be a police, I'll fight for. If he want be a ball or captain, no matter, I just have to fight it and work hard it to make sure it becomes something good in our life.
Kishana LaCroix marched side by side with one of the nation's future medical doctors. We asked her to share her vision for the future of Belize and what she hopes it will be like for her children and children all over the country.
When I think about the future, I really want the parents to show that self-sacrificing love for their kids and to be sure that they empower them, because the thing is that we have been taught culturally a lot of times to keep them under that stern way of whereby we're restricting the children from being who they are. And so that is what I want, that love that we show them, that they can break free and be free to be who they want to be, and we want to lead them in the correct path, right?
The kids from Wesley Preschool were all decked out in law enforcement uniforms. Even the teachers joined in the fun, swapping their usual outfits for military uniforms.
I'm making sure that everything is going good on this route and everyone is well dressed, they're well hydrated.
Talk to me about the team and why this team.
Well, the team basically is telling us that we need to be here for our babies. Little steps, big dreams, and we as parents and teachers, we need to be there for our children. So who better than to be there, right? Us.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
Over the weekend, a passerby made a grim discovery along Old Well Road in Ladyville, a man's decomposing body floating in the water. The foul odor had already begun to permeate the area. Police later identified the man as 42-year-old Rhaburn Bands from Lord's Bank. According to Regional Commander Gilberto Romero, Bands was wanted for attempting to steal a motorcycle the night before. Here's more on the story.
On Sunday, police responded to the discovery of a body at a pond in Lord's Bank. Upon arrival, they saw the lifeless body of a male person identified as Rhaburn Bands of Lord's Bank. Information is that Saturday morning, bands attempted to steal a motorcycle from the area. When the owner came out, he ran towards the pond areas. The police was called, the police responded, then he continued to swim through the ponds. Then he was reported missing, and on Sunday his body was found.
Do you know if he was intoxicated?
The information we got is that yes, he was at a nightclub the night when he went and tampered with a motorcycle.
So no foul play?
We are currently on investigation, but the body had no injuries.
When we return, legendary Lord Rhaburn celebrates his 89th birthday.
We're taking care of our nation's health one step at a time, ensuring access to services that truly make a difference in our lives, giving back to our communities, improving healthcare, and strengthening Belize's economy. Your support through Boledo helps us bring healthcare closer to home. When you buy Boledo, you're not just playing, you're investing in our future. For we fund, for we profits, for we Boledo.
At St. Catherine Academy, we're not just teaching history and science, we're preparing our young women for the future. Going cashless with Digiwallet isn't only about convenience, it's about safety and building a tech-savvy generation. St. Catherine Academy and Digiwallet are leading the way, showing that a secure and cashless campus is possible and beneficial to all. You should try Digiwallet yourself today and see what you've been missing.
Let us help you to empower your school with Digiwallet. Streamline payments, elevate efficiency.
Veracidad, imparcialidad.
Hemos estado haciendo el trabajo como organización.
Y tus noticias en español.
Están en aguas beliceñas, entonces esta bandera se queda aquí.
Sintoniza Canal 5 cada viernes a las 7 de la noche.
Tenemos que resolver los grandes problemas de este país.
Su voz importa, su acción cuenta.
Transfusión sanguínea, elementos que indican un deterioro evidente del estado de salud.
Somos Noticiero 5 semanal.
Perdió la vida en un heroico intento de proteger a su hermano. El Tribunal de Magistrados de la ciudad de Belize se paralizó. La policía está investigando 2 asesinatos separados.
Tu fuente de información.
In 2022, we built on the foundation of Plan Belize, pushing forward with transformative changes for a safer, stronger Belize. The Visiting Justices program was revived after more than a decade, ensuring prisoner welfare while reinforcing dignity and the possibility of rehabilitation. This initiative, led by our ministry, is reshaping Belize's correctional system with compassion and oversight.
Justice system creates a live stream of feedback to stakeholders and provides further outlets to safeguard a prisoner's dignity. It is more important than ever that in penal corrections, jails, holding cells, and prisons, that we strengthen the policies and systems that maintain the connection to each inmate's self-respect and human dignity. The visiting justice system guarantees institutionalized recognition, acknowledgement, and respect. In prison, if time is the only currency, then respect is the only bank.
Through the Rural Safety and Security Tour, we're bringing government directly to the people. With sessions in every district, we've partnered with communities to identify challenges and implement real solutions. Together, we're bridging the urban-rural divide and ensuring safety for all Belizeans. To strengthen our justice system, we delivered state-of-the-art forensic tools to the National Forensic Science Service. From rapid chemical identification to advanced evidence storage, these investments are revolutionizing how justice is served in Belize. With the Belize Integral Security Program, we're laying the groundwork for a new forensic lab, a fully functioning morgue, and upgraded transport for investigations. This is not just investment, it's innovation. In 2022, we showed what a hardworking government can achieve. From rural safety to cutting-edge forensics, we are building a nation where everyone feels secure and valued. Under Plan Belize, we're not just dreaming of a better tomorrow, we're making it happen today. A safer Belize begins with us. Let's keep building together.
Power on with confidence. Design Depot brings you an attractive selection of GE appliances, including microwaves, washers, dryers, refrigerators, dishwashers, countertop appliances, and more. We understand the importance of appliances that not only endure, but also excel in performance. As your trusted GE USA authorized dealer, we stand for reliability and performance, ensuring that you can power on with confidence. Visit us today and power on with efficient, reliable, and energy-saving solutions with GE appliances from Design Depot.
Design Depot, all in one place.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connection. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Tired of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
In the rural community of San Roman Stan Creek District, a new rudimentary water system is being installed, bringing hope and excitement to the residents. This essential project aims to provide clean and safe drinking water, significantly improving the quality of life for the community. With the installation of this system, San Roman will no longer have to rely on potentially contaminated water sources, reducing the risk of waterborne diseases and fostering a healthier, more sustainable future for all. Here's News 5's Isanika Atano with the following story.
Rudimentary water systems are crucial for providing clean and safe drinking water, which is essential for health and well-being. Without these systems, communities like San Roman might have to use contaminated water sources, leading to dangerous waterborne diseases. These basic water systems are key to improving the quality of life and supporting sustainable development in rural areas.
This community has been suffering, have issued the water for the past 14 years. I feel we need to commend the effort of the government to ensure that, in partnership with UNICEF and other partners, to ensure that this has become a reality. This is a demonstration of government and UNICEF partnership in supporting the government to in terms of achievement of the sustainable development goals. Access to water does not just only about water. Access to water affects health also, because the commonest cause of death among children is actually diarrhea and acute respiratory infection, which is actually due to access to when there is no water or poor sanitation.
By cutting down on diseases like cholera, dysentery, and other stomach illnesses, These systems make a big difference in public health. Regular well testing also spots harmful contaminants like bacteria, nitrates, heavy metals, and chemicals that can seep into the water supply.
When this government took office, there was a well that was drilled a little before this government took office, thereabout in the old site. And that was considered the new well. When I came on 3.5 years ago as the coordinator for rural water supply and sanitation unit, and just about when we were supposed to celebrate the inauguration of that, connecting that to the system, I said to myself, and I spoke to the minister and my minister, and I said, you know what, I am not comfortable enough based on my research of the history or the data collected from that well. Although it was a new well, I needed to do some pump testing of that well.
By catching and fixing issues early, pump testing keeps the water system safe. Having reliable water sources can really boost local economies by helping agriculture, livestock, and small businesses thrive. It also saves people time and effort from fetching water, so they can focus on more productive activities.
Water is the essence of life. We have to be able to conserve it to make sure that we have it for generations to come. So today is a significant milestone, and I'm happy I was able to become a part of what's happening in Santa Rosa, San Roman today.
Building and maintaining these systems often involve community participation, fostering a sense of ownership and cooperation among residents. Simple, low-cost water systems are easier to maintain and repair, ensuring long-term sustainability and resilience against disruptions.
This project is not just about pipes, pumps, and reservoirs. It is about life, health, and the future of our communities. Your commitment to quality and sustainability ensures that this system will serve for generations to come. I want to also express my heartfelt appreciation to our local leaders, community members, and volunteers who have played an essential role in advocating for this project and ensuring its success. Your voices, cooperations, and patience have been invaluable throughout this journey. Access to clean water is a fundamental human right, and today we take a huge step forward in improving public health, sanitation, and overall quality of life. This system will not only provide safe drinking water, but will also support agriculture, businesses, and daily household needs.
Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.
Today marks a significant milestone for Belizean music as the legendary Gerald Lord Rhaburn celebrates his 89th birthday. Known for his vibrant performances and contributions to calypso, soca, reggae, and broke-down music, Lord Rhaburn has been a cornerstone of Belizean culture since the 1970s. His band, the Lord Rhaburn Combo, became a household name, captivating audiences both locally and internationally. As he reaches this remarkable age, we honor his enduring legacy and the indelible mark he has left on the world of music.
Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright, yeah, yeah. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, we smile at the rising sun. The three little birds sit by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true. Singing, this is my message to you.
And I want to thank Lord Rhaburn for, of course, decades and decades of wonderful service to our country and really to our world, really, because his music is not just for Belize, as he will tell you. You know, his music has been all over the Caribbean and North America, and people love his music. So, Lord, we are very, very proud of you as a son of Belize, as the book says, Bande. Lord Rhaburn, when you think about Lord Rhaburn, you think about Belize, Bande. And so, we are very, 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 very happy to celebrate you, to honor you, to love you, and we wish you, of course, as I said, many, many, many more years of providing music and entertainment for the people of Belize. And next year when you turn 90, right, Kim? We'll do it even bigger and better next year when you turn 90. So we look forward to that celebration.
Up. Blow that song, Earl. Blessings to you, Gerald. More blessings from all of us, and thank you for being all that you teach me as my mentor. The years being with your band.
Yeah, man.
Blessings.
I'd like to say happy birthday to you, Mr. Rhaburn, and we all love you.
Up next, Paul Lopez gives us a review of a weekend filled with sports.
Income and Business Tax Amendment Act 2024, effective as of January 1st, 2025. The Belize Tax Service Department, BTSD, announces important changes to Income and Business Tax Act, IBTA 55, effective corporate taxation, individual income tax deductions, and tax compliance. Key changes, amended sections, and impacts on taxpayers. 1. Corporate income tax, CIT, now applies to designated processing areas, DPAs, amended Section 5 and Section 6. Impact. DPAs are now subject to corporate income tax at 3%, effective from 2020. Taxpayer obligation. DPAs must file and pay CIT as required. 2. New personal income tax threshold and deductions, amended Section 16. Impact. Individuals earning under $29,000 annually remain tax exempt. Individuals earning between $29,000 and $32,000 receive a tax credit up to $2,250. Taxpayer obligation. Review your updated tax bracket and confirm payroll deductions. 3. Business tax offsets against corporate tax, amended Section 21. Impact. Business tax paid in basis year is now credited against income tax obligations. If businesses' tax paid exceed income tax due, the excess can be carried forward. Taxpayer obligations. Ensure timely filing of tax return to take advantage of tax credit. 4. Withholding tax rules, amended Section 112. Impact. If a contractor usual tax rate is below 6%, withholding tax will now be 50% 100% of normal rate instead of fixed percentage. Taxpayer obligation. Review contractor withholding tax deductions in compliance with new rules. 5. Tax credit for donations to sport and education. New section 108B. Impact. Taxpayers can claim credit up to 30,000 or 1% of total tax due, whichever is lower, for donations to sports or education. Taxpayer obligation. Keep records of charitable donations to claim tax credits. Taxpayers are advised to visit our website at www.bts.gov.bz to see in-depth explanation of the amendments. For further information, contact Belize Tax Service Department, BTSC, at 222-4776 or email us at info@bts.gov.bz.
Taking care of your laundry so you can take care of your family.
So the doctor has given me 5 days off. How do I get paid from Social Security? This is how Social Security works for sickness benefits. First, you must check that you qualify. You must be employed when you got sick. Have made 50 paid contributions. Have made 5 paid contributions within 13 weeks immediately before getting sick. To ensure that your processing goes smoothly, be sure to complete and submit your claim form within 14 days of the first day of illness. Thanks, I get it now.
Visit our website or contact any of our offices to have someone assist you. Also, be sure to visit our Facebook page and give us a like to stay informed. Social Security Board, safeguarding you, your family, your future.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connection. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Tired of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
La formación del Centro Neurológico del Hospital Galenia es que esas enfermedades que son altamente complejas y que muchos de nuestros pacientes tenían que emigrar hacia otra parte de la República u otra parte de México ahora puedan ser atendidos aquí.
La atención quirúrgica en el centro neurológico se forma dentro de un grupo multidisciplinario que incluye tanto neurólogos, médicos internistas, ortopedistas, neurocirujanos, pediatras. Y este esfuerzo que se ha realizado para conjuntar todos los especialistas es para siempre brindar al paciente un abordaje multidisciplinario y transversal.
Evidentemente, mientras más rápido podamos llegar al diagnóstico de los pacientes, más rápido podemos tratarlos, resolverlos y por ende mejor resultado vamos a tener al final. Entonces creo que la prioridad y el fundamento principal de un proyecto como este es justamente eso, que no se pierda tiempo de forma innecesaria para poder al final del día llegar al mejor de los resultados con un tratamiento completo, integral y oportuno.
Y las visiones desde diferentes perspectivas nos permiten tener pues el mejor tratamiento y la mejor opción para el paciente.
Tenemos la capacidad técnica, operativa, profesional y la infraestructura de poder establecer una atención neurológica de alta calidad.
Unwrap the joy of crystal clear picture and sound from Aiwa, the brand that offers you affordability and exceptional quality. Aiwa has a wide range of exceptional products to choose from, such as TVs, speakers, headphones, home appliances, and much more at affordable prices that won't break the bank. Enhance your audio-visual entertainment experience with Aiwa, and for your convenience, parts are readily available in country for hassle-free maintenance. You can find Aiwa products at your local electronics store countrywide. Choose Aiwa, the best in home entertainment and household appliances.
Good night and welcome to another edition of Sports Monday. I am Paul Lopez. Tonight we begin with some exciting highlights from the Belize District Football Association's First Division Finals match. You might remember that the finals were postponed due to a tragic incident during the semi-finals where a spectator was fatally shot. But on Saturday, the atmosphere was much safer with heightened security measures. Over a dozen police officers were on duty, and everyone's bags were thoroughly checked at the entrance to the Marion Jones Sporting Complex. Now let's get to the main event. Tutbay FC faced off against Survivors FC in a thrilling showdown for all the marbles. 31 minutes into the game, a throw-in for Survivors went into the penalty box. The ball was set up right in front of the goal and Troy Augustine was in perfect position to score for his team. Less than a minute into the second half, Tutbay's Calvin Thornton spots an opportunity after the goalkeeper fumbles a Hail Mary. Thornton seized the opportunity and kicked the ball into the net while the goalkeeper was out of position. With that, Tutbay leveled the score. 20 minutes later, Tutbay's Raheem Herbert broke away from midfield with the ball. He sprinted down the left wing and launched a bullet towards the goal before the defense caught up. Herbert gave his team the lead, but the match was far from over. As the sun set and the stadium lights came on, Survivors got another chance. A major blunder by Tutbay in the penalty box set up Shamar Gillett perfectly, and he did not miss, tying the game once again. Well, folks, this long-anticipated showdown went into overtime. 4 minutes into overtime, Survivors executed a beautiful pass through the legs of Tutbay's defender. Devon Augustine was in position to clean up and make the goal count. 12 minutes into overtime, Augustine made another move down the left field. He gave the defender a hard shove, almost like a push, sending him crashing into the goalkeeper. Augustine scored the ball in an open goal. Tutbay saw some relief from this long pass across the field, with a chase down by Tutbay's Calvin Thornton led to a face-off with the goalkeeper. A controlled tap over the keeper's head placed the ball in the goal. And that's the final score, with Survivors FC edging out Tutbay FC 4-3. Survivors FC are your 2024-2025 Belize District First Division champions and will represent the East in the upcoming Inter-District Tournament. Now let's check out some of the individual awards handed out during the tournament. Best Management of the Season and Best Coach went to Jermaine Swift and the Reggae Boys. From football, we move over to some softball action. St. Catherine Academy took on Palotte High School on Saturday in the Central Secondary School softball tournament. Here's how that one played out. SCA is the first up to bat. Kaylee Kelly swings and sends the ball towards third base. She sends her teammate to the home plate and makes it to third base after stealing 2 bases. Number 11 for SCA up to bat. The pitcher fielded the hit, but the first baseman fumbled and then overthrew it to the catcher, allowing Kelly to score. SCA racked up 6 runs in the first inning, and their cheerleaders went wild. Still in the first inning, Palotte High School took to the batter's box. Chrisella Thomas is up to bat with runners on second and third. She hits towards first base. SCA gets the out, but it's a small sacrifice for Thomas because she brought in 2 runs. Palotte had their best inning in the second, scoring 7 runs. However, SCA managed to hold them to just 2 runs for the rest of the game. Meanwhile, SCA scored 3 runs in the third inning, 4 in the fourth, and 1 in the fifth. In the end, SCA emerged victorious with a score of 14-11. In other softball news, the University of Belize Jaguars dethroned Independence Junior College to win the Atliv Softball Nationals Championship over the weekend. The games took place in Esperanza Village and featured 5 tertiary institutions. Congratulations to the UB Jaguars on their impressive achievement. And finally for tonight, cyclist Derek Young Phenom Chavarria traveled to the Dominican Republic last week to compete in the nation's Independence Cycling Tour. By the end of the tour, Chavarria had an impressive haul: a silver medal in the under-23 category, another silver medal for consistency, and a gold medal for winning stage 5. Congratulations are in order for Chavarria. Well folks, that's all we have for you in tonight's coverage of Sports Monday. Catch you in the next one.
And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available at channel5belize.com, on our Facebook and on YouTube. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us, and from all of us here at News 5, good night.